Alright, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. It's really a fantastic moment here for ICP, as you can see that we have officially crossed $15, and that's just one milestone, right? A few days ago, we were looking at this symmetrical triangle saying, you know what, this can actually lead us to something like $15. We got that exactly today. So obviously the next question is, after catching a breather here for ICP with the symmetrical triangle, where next are we actually headed here? So just looking at the charts around the market, what we have actually seen is the things which have done well. Most of them, the trade has been to get back to the previous highs that we were having in March, right, earlier this year, and that for ICP would mean something like $21. I think it's something that is not very difficult, to be honest with you, because right here from about $15.30, you are looking at maybe just a 36% pump alone. ICP can definitely do this, in my humble opinion, and I happen to strongly believe that, you know, after breaking $21, we could literally be seeing one of the craziest gains that we have ever seen with ICP Internet Computer Protocol. Let me explain that in today's video, but before we continue, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for ICP Internet Computer Price updates will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because I do TA on ICP and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Let me get back to the chart here, and let me start by showing you that ICP still has got great room to grow if we compare the ICP price to others, right? Meaning if we compare the price section of ICP relative to cryptocurrencies which are outside of the top 10, and you can see here that ICP has managed to form this falling wedge, and usually falling wedges are bullish patterns. They usually break towards the upside and reaching the price target, which is also usually the top of the wedge, right? So in this situation, we are looking at ICP outperforming the rest of the market basically here by something like, you know, up to 100%. That is good news, because you know, you want to be in an asset that is outperforming other things too. So this is just one bullish move here. If we would compare to something like BTC, for example, we can see easily that we have just begun this rally again in a falling wedge, and the top is usually the price target. Now this is actually very much exciting, because let me just, you know, delete those ones, and you see that once ICP gets back to like the top of the range here, you essentially have created the whole thing here as a Wyckoff accumulation pattern, and you guys know what time it is when we are talking about Wyckoff accumulation patterns. They're really one of the most bullish things here. So yeah, it's really going to be interesting for me, at least when we get to the top here, to see what ICP is going to be doing. But usually these things actually turn out to be just fantastic. Now this is my favorite ICP chart from Maxi, and this chart is indicating that, you know what, this whole thing is bullish and bullish and bullish and bullish again, because what we see is, if we, you know, grab our Fibonacci retracement to at least from the very top of this right around $500 until the very bottom here, you can see that the chart really hasn't hit even its first Fibonacci retracement level. That is right around something like, you know, $124 for ICP, and that rally, if we just consider maybe where the price is right now, you're looking at something like a 700% rally. I think that's a fantastic price target, obviously, but my main price target comes from this price action of the market cap of ICP, not the price, because what we see is an easy inverse head and shoulders pattern here, where you can see this is the left shoulder, of course, then this one right here is the head, then of course you've got the right shoulder, and we only need something like, maybe let's go ahead and measure that up. I think maybe it's like 3% or something. Yeah, we need a 15% to break above this inverse head and shoulders pattern, and the inverse head and shoulders pattern, technically speaking, is taking the market cap of ICP to right around $112 billion, and with that calculation, you're looking at each ICP token to right around $220. I think that just is really, really great news. Maybe some people have got higher price targets like $1,000, for example. I personally believe that eventually, yeah, ICP can reach $1,000, but probably not this bull cycle, right? Because, you know, maybe utility is not really the most important thing right at this point in the market. I think even the narrative is slowly but surely changing towards ICP. You can see here, for example, sentiment, they had a correction, right? They had not been recognizing ICP as the largest AI protocol, but we are now seeing they are coming up with more like an apology, basically saying that, you know, we overlooked it, but it's by far the most developed AI, or basically the most developed crypto project on planet Earth, basically. So I think yeah, this is not the only thing that we are seeing. We are seeing, you know, other big influencers recognizing ICP is the fastest blockchain. We saw that from Crypto Banter, for example. We were seeing Coin Bureau the other day, they were saying that they're bullish on ICP because it's likely going to be bringing, you know, DeFi to the Bitcoin ecosystem. You know, a whole bunch of different people are just beginning to realize that, you know what, ICP is the whole thing. So this is where we are with ICP. I think this is my favorite chart from Maxi. If I had time, I would have shown you different examples of how this chart usually looks like. So probably in our next video, I'll show you how things with a chart like this ones have usually done really well. I don't want to sound irresponsible, but let me just spoil this for you a little bit. Usually you target the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, and that is $850 for ICP. Well, I mean, for this bull cycle, I really want to believe it can happen, but let's see here, 850, it would mean something like a 57x from where the price is sitting right at this point. It really doesn't make much sense from market cap perspective, but one thing that I've also learned in this market is never to say never. So we'll see how things eventually go this cycle, but that's really something that I really need to look at again and again. But this chart here is actually a very good chart, if I'm just going to be honest with you 100%. If it was a small cap jam, I would definitely have been screaming that, you know what, this is where the price is going, but we have complications with the market cap and stuff like that at this point. Let me just deliver this message from our partners over there, PingX, the exchange. They've got this fantastic campaign that if you're a new user, you can register with them, maybe trade and stuff like that. You can claim, then of course you can claim up to $5,450, and on top of that 300 ton tokens. Now, on a different note altogether, we need BTC to continue. We can see that it's breaking out of this symmetrical triangle. That's really great because it instills confidence in the market. But we are also seeing Ethereum breaking its trend as well, so we are looking to push higher. If these things are really healthy, I don't see any reason why ICP shouldn't be able to challenge that $21 mark, and then from there I think we are looking to full send the ICP price. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you on the next one. Take really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.